welcome to another edition of Two Talk Morning Show on Two Talk Radio 98.5 FM and our Facebook page Two Talk FM. May they bring the program this morning are Ishmael Saibukanu. Well, today we want to know all about the Office of the Ombudsman, what they do, waiting at them successes, waiting at them challenges, and waiting at them plans ahead. I make we get to the studios, the public relations person for the Office of the Ombudsman, when Christopher Wallace Johnson. Good morning, welcome to Two Talk Morning Show.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
Well, we can talk plenty about the office and what they do as a town earlier. But first, let me start with the news.
But first, make we take the headlines then. Ministry of Transport and Aviation and Civil Aviation Authority will launch Air Sierra Leone. And National Disaster Management will join partner them for raise awareness and disaster risk month. Well, that's now the headlines. Them make we now go for the full news. Now, for sake of the kind of disaster we Salone don't face, the National Disaster Management Agency, with plenty people they can call, NDMA, don't join hand with partner them for raise awareness on disaster risk them as we for celebrate the International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction. We then can normally celebrate. Reporter Mariama Kalma Mara with a part of that celebration day and filing support.
Salone na one country we prone to disaster. They don't face plenty destruction because of some activities where people then they do, like cutting trees, build or span up hill or near swamp. The results for this action don't lead to mudslide, flooding, and even host their way they collapse. As part of the effort for address this issue, the UN declared the 13th October every year as International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction. This day is a special opportunity where disaster-related ministries then go raise awareness and discuss solutions to the challenges where the country face. The National Disaster Management Agency, NDMA, where people sabi for help during disasters, don't collaborate with other organizations and ministries na the Brookfield Hotel, the 14th October 2024, for talk about the root causes of disaster where they affect Salone.
These are mostly climate-related disasters from windstorms, fires, and floods. In 2022, the Miltimagai School for the Blind along Wilkinson Road in Freetown had a fire disaster when over 50 of our visually impaired colleagues were sleeping. These disasters have disrupted the learning process and affected over 30,000 people across the country. Series of buildings and wall fences have also collapsed this year, responsible for 31 deaths, amongst which are school-going children. Most recently, we have been experiencing river overflows in major rice production farms, destroying thousands of hectares of farms and buildings, amongst which are school buildings. This means that school-going pupils must be aware of the hazards, risk factors, and vulnerabilities they are exposed to, and to know how to mitigate and adapt to them.
The Director General of NDMA, Lieutenant General Retired Brahma Sise, during his speech, highlights some of the ways them how to tap disaster in the country.
Enhanced resilience allows better anticipation of disasters and better planning to reduce disaster losses. Understanding, managing, and reducing disaster risks provide a foundation for building resilience to disasters. Risk management is a continuous process that identifies the hazards facing the community, assesses the risk of these hazards or from these hazards, develops and implements risk strategies, re-evaluate and review these strategies, and develop and adjust risk policies. Risk management strategies can help build capacity of the younger generation to become more resilient to disasters.
Dr. Kande Yonkela continue for talk say some party disaster na people then they cause them, and people for support government for help fight against the act here.
We have to keep hammering that. We have to keep educating community leaders. A few of the disasters, few of them are man-made, especially the deforestation around the Guma Dam. We've been talking about it a lot, but we still see people encroaching. We need to support the Ministry of Water Resources, Ministry of Environment, in areas where we know they're catchment areas, what we need to do to prevent people violating the rules. We need firmer implementation. People have to know that your one action is putting the whole nation and large communities at risk. It is easier said than done.
The fight against disaster na one big way for save life, property and the environment. Natural and man-made disaster like flood, earthquake, mudslide and fire can bring plenty destruction where they make people left their house and even lost their life. If people prepare good, they go able for reduce the bad impact we can make disaster bokona the country. For True Talk News, me na Marima Kalmamara.
Plenty thank you to Mariama Kalmamara for that report. Now, the Ministry of Transport and Aviation, in collaboration with the Civil Aviation Authority, will launch one flag carrier with Air Sierra Leone at the new Woodfields Hotel. The theme for the launch now the future of aviation salon. The Minister of Transport and Aviation, Haji Fandi Tuisi, the airline will help transport people them directly from Sierra Leone to London Gatwick Airport inside 6 hours. Reporter Emmanuel Mohammed Kamara gets more part into it.
Saturday, October 12, the government of Salon, through the Ministry of Transport and Aviation and the Salon Civil Aviation Authority, don't launch one airline wey go carry Salon a flag. The name of this airline is Air Sierra Leone. This airline, according to the Minister of Transport, Alhaji Fande Toure, gets plenty economic benefits to Sierra Leoneans as it will help for make people then get work, make travel fast, increase trade between Salon and other countries them at the sub-region, and also help reduce the time where people they spend for travel go London and New York.
The airline, like we all see, it for be Air Sierra Leone. Of course, we don't add that name, the Air Sierra Leone. It not go just be ordinary airline. Once you don't add that Air Sierra Leone, it get for go with benefits them. So many benefits them. And one of the benefits, of course, it get for be we go get forget the office, a base naya. Secondly, we get forget create employment. And when I not go surprise, not too long from now, we go get for see we sisters them, very young ones them in their 20s or 18 years or within we go get for be air hostesses them on board this flight.
Inside Ion Talk, the CEO for Air Sierra Leone, Emmanuel Isa, say the airline they transport people them directly to and from other countries them, like the sub-region like Nigeria, Ghana, Gambia, Liberia, Guinea, and other countries them, and also they go to New York and London. They continue to say the airline go help for reduce the cost of travel between Salon and them countries also, and same way so add Salon a respect na the world.
It brings up a sense of unity among us. Our mission greatly is centered on one thing: connecting Sierra Leone with the world, and providing a world-class airline like the DG says, that is centered on safety and security, but then we bring in opportunities to it. By opening the doors of Sierra Leone, we encourage
the states say you aircraft is registered in this country, which now the major activity of a regulator. We as a state, they really use this opportunity for leverage on we ambition for be removed from the EU safety list. In order for Sierra Leone be removed from this blacklist, the EU Safety Commission been one foresee how the SLCAA they process them kind applications there. Because na then they use for assess whether we meet the criteria or we don't.
Air Sierra Leone go begin sell them ticket them on the 18th October this year, and the cost go be $999 return fare, and the operation of the flight go begin 2nd December 2024. Emmanuel Mohamed Kamara, the report for.
Well, Fambul, members say you still listen to True Talk Radio 98.5, and also they watch me live on Facebook and YouTube page at True Talk FM. Let me continue with more panitory. Well, as the 11th October now being International Girl Child Day with the theme Girls Vision for the Future. We can now take some message them with some girl picking them plus one man. Listen to it.
Hi, Mina Esther Yodi Kamara, and on today's International Day for the Girl Child, the one message I want for you for women them around Salon are that please, dear Godly, whatever you want to become, you will become them. Only if you persevere and take spaces then. A lot of opportunities then they out there for you. Government and other stakeholders then they want to help you for make you grow. But if you able to put yourself together and take the opportunities there, you will become whatever you want to become in the world. And last thing, make integrity be part of your daily routine. Know when for say yes and know when for say no. And know waiting up for you and waiting also for you. Happy International Day of the Girl Child.
1, 2, 3, go.
So as today na the International Day of the Girl Child, the message to girls and young women there na that una continue for value una self, una continue for left una self, and una continue for seek knowledge. As we always say, no man no get monopoly over knowledge. So girls and young women una take this day, embrace them, and una celebrate well by learning, valuing yourself, and also look out for the issues in your community and become a change maker.
Okay, Fambul, as today na International Day of the Girl Child, we all know see the one our mama there, and in this world. Me message I want send to we demanded. Here, let we learn for things that we demand as we. You understand? Because mama them, they will for beat them, and they will for shout for them. If we get things that we will not go down with, we're gonna command them. Then my spirit them more studied and power, then we can fit. So then this one to be bad, just take them come out for left them for some time and come back and talk to them. I mean, message that I want to say.
Hello, my name is Khadija Sise from the Amazon Leadership Initiative. Well, as today is International Day of the Girl Child, my message to go out to policymakers and world leaders. Please, try to invest in girls' education and in girls' safety, because not only when you invest in girl picking them, we future them will be bright.
Well, Fambul, as we wrap up the news now, make we now go for sports story. Now, the head of National Sports Authority, Emmanuel Safa Abdullah, don't tell Sierra Leoneans sorry for the loss, which Salon we lost to Ivory Coast by 4-1 inside the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. And the same way to talk, say all Sierra Leoneans for
Sierra Leoneans then, for Sierra Leone darling game star, as you can see at the back, and they are today, and the twin and last day training for tomorrow against Ivory Coast. We want to have a jump behind the team and support them. The last result is very disappointing for all of us. We want for being, we look forward to the support. This now continues. Things happen. We don't qualify in the past. The Nations Cup, the same team. The boys are committed. The government of Sierra Leone is providing the necessary support, and the technical team and everybody who are behind the team. We call on everybody in Sierra Leone to support this team so that we will win tomorrow. Thank you.
Well, family, plenty thank you for listening and watch with now all that we get for inside the Twitter clips. Don't forget for like with Facebook page, forget more of the content that we bring out to you now to Talk FM. So we'll meet again next time. We'll bring news to you today. My name is Michael John Fofanah. Good night. Ciao, ciao.
you